It is the largest single collection of Ukrainian maps in North America, period. And that in itself is a remarkable fact. So there have been other collections. There are some in Toronto. There's one in Edmonton. There is a catalog which was written by another historian whose name is Bohdan Kordan there. But cartography itself is a very strange thing to classify because on the one hand, it's like you're assembling an artistic collection. So the works which we consider maps are like paintings, and all paintings, I think, which are finely crafted, have some value. You might assign a monetary value to it, but often it's aesthetic or a commercial value. Krawciw thought of cartography largely in connection with the nation. I think Kubijovic is a good example, and I think within good reason, a very controversial example and a controversial figure, and rightly so. The map, first of all, to talk about it a little bit, comes out of the Encyclopedia of Ukraine. So Krawciw, along with many other activists in the 1960s, knew Kubijovic, was friends with Kubijovic, and they were very interested in depicting Ukraine in its ethnographic frontiers. Now, a frontier is not a boundary. There's a key difference, I think, terminologically. The Germans have the same word for it. If you describe borders as frontiers and frontiers as borders, they are Grenzen. But this map that Kubijovic drew comes out of Rudnytsky, who during World War I wrote, and I'm writing about this in my current book, he compiled a Ukrainian book about geography, Ukraina Land und Volk, as it was called, at first in German and then translated into Ukrainian and a host of other languages, including English, by the way, in New Jersey. But Kubijovic draws from census numbers, including, of course, the all-Russian census of 1897, which says that there are 44% Great Russians, and if you throw the Ukrainians and Belarusians in there, it rises to 68%. That's significant. Rudnytsky, who knew German, in fact, his family was German, and he spoke German fluently and taught German and studied geography in German, used both German and Austro-Hungarian statistics as well as Polish statistics and Russian statistics in order to draw such maps. And they appeared, as I mentioned, during World War I and at the tail end of World War I in 1918, 1919, vis-a-vis his geographies in the context of the Paris Peace Conference. And with the Paris Peace Conference and other things going on after World War I, well, of course, you want to make your nation, reduced often by language, ethnographically, with a host of other factors which you could throw in there, seem absolutely as large as possible. And you see this in the wonderful example of Kubijovic, even in the coloration. The 19th century British Empire was fond of pink, and British Imperial territories and dominions appeared in pink.